Sleeping on the ground beneath the heavens like this? Why, it's hard to complain.
This should definitely keep you guys full.
You okay, Xion? You're not eating very much.
What's wrong? Do you not like the cheese fondue that you made?
Yeah, I'm used to seeing you more excited about food.
You're not feeling sick, are you?
No, I'm fine. It's nothing like that. It's just...
What?
I guess I just don't understand what the appeal is. We could just as easily put everything on a plate and pour the cheese on top of it instead.
I suppose it lies in being able to decide exactly how much cheese you want. There's also something to be said for enjoying how it all turns out. It's fun.
That's fine and all, but I wish the plate-to-mouth time was shorter.
I think I understand. You don't like having to put in so much effort into eating something, do you?
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Actually, now that I think about it, you're a way less fussy eater than you look, Xion.
In my book, there's no one right way to eat a meal. Tuck in, take your time, be dainty or devouring. As long as you enjoy the food, that's what counts.
There's no need to stand on ceremony while we're out camping in the wilderness.
Yeah, you're right. In that case, don't mind if I do.
I've never seen someone dump that much cheese on a meal before. Mind if I join you, Law?
Oh, hey, Alphen. What's up?
Nothing. I was just surprised to see you weren't training for once. Got a stomachache or something?
You know I don't literally train around the clock, right? I do take breaks.
Do you? It seems like you're training every chance you get.
Well, yeah, it can't be helped if I want to get stronger. Still, it's important to let your muscles rest every now and then. That's what my dad told me anyway.
Zephyr said that?
When I was a little kid, yeah. I would get so excited whenever he came home. I always followed him wherever he went and tried to learn as much from him as I could. He said, it's good to be passionate, but don't overdo it. Just like there are times when you want to take a break from studying, sometimes your body wants to take a break from training too. I was always rushing around and forgetting to rest, so he ended up telling me that a lot.
That definitely sounds like him.
It's nothing to get sad over. Still, I can't help but wonder if that was my dad's way of teaching me the dangers of rushing into things too quickly. Then again, maybe I'm just overthinking things. I wish I'd had more time to talk to him about this kind of stuff. See you guys tomorrow. You guys ready to hit the road? I know I am.
You sense one of your pals, Hoodle?
Discourteous, aren't you?
Flaming thrust!
Radiant?
Rising Phoenix! Take this! Flaming thrust!
These ones can run rings around us.
I owe you one.
Where are you going?
Anything
in armor is all mine. I'm all stocked up.
Discharge you!
Annihilation! Hear me! Flame
Resonate with the earth!
Pierce evil!
I'll grind you into dust!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Burn in hell!
Pierce evil!
Rising Wyvern!
Here goes!
Rising Cyclic! Resonate with the earth!
This one's mine! Here I go!
You're mine!
Hear me! Flame of fury!
Resonate with the earth!
Pierce evil!
Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite! Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite! First strike!
Seismic, now we're not... Can't get out of this!
Eat this! I'll blind you with
Do it!
justice! Elusive deity! Take this! Burn! Begin!
There's always room for improvement.
What's this thing?
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Glacial Spear! Pierce evil! Deny! Here
Leave the agile ones to me.
Now I'm in the groove! Mine.
We're mine! Solidified! Now I'm in the groove!
Pierce evil!
In a vine?
Sharply thrust!
I'll blind you out of it!
In an instant! Impact block!
Benediction light.
Damn it! It's too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
I'm just getting
Eagle assault! Lock! Demon's descent!
Flashing fang!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Grant me the strength to march on!
First strike! Lionheart! Sharply flash! Pulling storm! Dazzle!
Radiant Pierce! It's like trying to keep up with a wolf!
Oh, now I'm real mad.
Got flyers! You!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
Benediction light.
All yours!
Ready to go!
First strike!
Here's a healing art! Carnal! First aid! Here, let me help! First aid! This one's mine! I never fit!
I'm knocked up!
I'm ready!
Here I go!
All yours, Kisara.
No defense! Zephyr Trident! Radiant Pierce!
No further.
Radiant
Megasonic
Pierce!
thrust! Sonic
Radiant
thrust!
Pierce!
Light burst forth.
Radiant Devastation!
I can feel my power growing!
Do you think this is one of the places where the Dark Wings and Almadria fought?
I wouldn't be so sure. This place appears more ravaged by time than combat. Even if there are signs of destruction, it would likely have taken place during the Great
On a corner like this should be easy. I owe you one.
I'm shattering the pieces. Attack time.
You're mine!
Radiant? I'm so good with airborne targets! Zephyr Trident!
Shield
Flying freeze. Why can't they just sit still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done. One more. You're mine.
Can you take it?
Well then, let's keep moving.
No backing down!
Ignite! Lion Heart!
Now I'm in the groove.
Resonate with the earth!
Airborne beat. My spell. This one's mine.
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Finish it!
Astral energy. Full throttle.
Don't get complacent.
I can carve through armor!
Easter! Lion Heart!
Glacial spear. Pierce evil. Eat this. They're hiding thick as armor.
I can carve through. I'm on a roll now! Deity!
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kitara.
Eagle fly!
Begin!
Denied!
Shine! Regenerate! Dragon form! Begin! You're mine! Not so fast! You're mine!
You shouldn't have messed with me!
A wall to shield from calamity! You're finished! Barrier! Thanks! Shockwave Flash! It's time! Burn!
Here, let me help.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Do it!
Any injuries?
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
Did we really just spend that much money? I hope we manage to catch Almeidrea soon.
I hope so too, before she can cause any more havoc.
You okay, Rinwell?
Oh, yeah.
Don't push yourself too hard now, okay?
Okay. Thanks. Oh, Hootle. I don't know what to do.
Rinwell, mind if we chat a little?
We should really get some rest. I want to go back to bed.
A dead end?
No, there's an elevator. Looks operational.
I can't believe there's actually an underground harbor here. There are even boats docked.
I only see Dahnans. Think they were forced to work here?
Probably. Let's see what they have to share about Almeidrea. You didn't happen to see a lord come by, did you?
Sorry, friend, but she just left. Came by with a whole posse of underlings, boarded her ship, and took off at first wind. We damn near got blown away. She was that much in a hurry.
Damn! So we missed her!
You guys trying to go after her? Need a ride?
Are you saying you know how to steer a ship?
Spent most of my life chained to the deck of some ship or other. Yeah, I know my jib from my boom.
We don't know how dangerous it'll be. Better you give us the boat and stay on solid ground.
Whoa there! You been out on the water before? The sea ain't nobody's friend, you know. You need a sea dog like me, or you'll sink her before she makes it out the harbor.
We're losing time. Sir, we're in your debt.
Now that's more like it. Name's Mahavar. Just give me a holler when you're all set and we'll set sail. This is like a dream come true. Never gotten to captain a ship before. Never would have thought I'd get a chance like this. Thank you, y'all.
The pleasure's all ours. Think we'll catch up to her?
Of course we will. They got too much weight on them. Meanwhile, this ship's carrying nothing but us salty scalawags. They got a good head start on us, but we can take them.
Do you know if there are any Dahnans on that ship?
Couldn't say for sure. On the one hand, seeing as it's supposed to be something of another castle, I'd reckon they probably wouldn't let a bunch of Dahnans on board. On the other hand, I'd be real surprised if the Renans were able to pilot that thing all by themselves. In any case, it's gonna be a while before we reach her. Till then, you're all free to do whatever. Just don't fall in the ocean.
I know Mahavar said we could take it easy, but there's not exactly a lot to do on this boat. I guess I'll check in on everyone and see how they're holding up.
I took a look around inside the ship just in case, but I didn't find anything that looked like it might be suspicious.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
You know, it wasn't until I left Calaglia that I finally realized just how big the world is.
When we tore down the wall in Calaglia, and I could finally see the horizon in the far-off distance, I had the exact same thought.
Yeah, somehow the sea is different though. I'm not sure just how to put it. It's almost as if it just goes on forever. I bet my old man would have been blown away by this view.
Yeah.
Ever since he died, I've been thinking about what it was that he was really trying to say to me at the end. I keep going over his words again and again. And heck, maybe I'm just overthinking it all. But still, sometimes I wonder if it could have turned out differently. If there was something I could have done. But no matter how much I play it back, I'm still no closer to finding any answers. And then there's everything with Rinwell. I stopped her from killing Almadria, but was that really the right thing to do? Or did I just end up making things harder for her? I feel like such a screw-up.
You're not the only one. I keep asking myself what Zephyr would have done had he been here. Like I think, how would Zephyr have handled Rinwell?
Yeah, I think he definitely would have stopped her. No doubt about it.
And that's exactly what you did, Law. I think he'd be really proud of you.
Alphen.
Zephyr's not the worst yardstick to measure ourselves against. Let's both do our best to make him proud.
Sounds like a deal. Thanks, Alphen.
Hold that pose long enough and someone might just come along and paint you.
Any artist who'd see fit to paint me needs their eyes tested.
What can you tell me about Almadria?
Not as much as you'd probably wish. I only ended up crossing paths with her a handful of times, after I was chosen to be a lord on Lenegis.
Ah, right. I almost forgot about Lenegis. How much do you think they know about what's been going on down here?
It's safe to assume they know everything, though I know not why they choose to remain uninvolved. Perhaps they see what's been happening as just part of the ongoing crown contest.
Even what Almadria did? Has it really reached the point where her actions are seen as normal?
Not to my knowledge, no. At its core, the crown contest is a competition to see who can amass the most astral energy. And to amass such energy, slaves are needed to collect it from. It's therefore against the Lord's interest to kill them.
So then why would Almadria do something like that?
We must remember that time is running out in the crown contest. Perhaps her hand was forced, so to speak. It is a way to accrue astral energy faster and in larger quantities than through slave labor. Doing so kills off that labor force, obviously, but it is a means to an end nonetheless. No one could have foreseen that something like the Hollowing would arise back when the contest was first conceived.
Is becoming the Sovereign of Rena really that important to the Lords?
Of course. It's the greatest prize one can attain in their eyes. In that respect, at least, I'm really not that surprised that Almadria resorted to what she did, as utterly despicable as it is.
It's reassuring to hear you feel the same way I do.
I worry that the only reason I never did anything similar in Menancia was due to my lack of ambition.
If you didn't want to be reminded of your past, you could have just plugged your ears.
You think too highly of me. I'm afraid I must respectfully disagree. I'm not nearly as virtuous of a person as you might wish to believe.
If that's so, would you have been so shaken up when Kisara lost her brother? Why else would you turn your back on your own kind and choose to fight for Miguel's dream? Aren't we just Danans?
A curious choice of words. Did what you see in Mahag Saar hit you that hard?
What Deadheim did to that city, he didn't liberate anyone. Anyone who refused to follow him was an enemy in his eyes. 300 years of Renan rule taught him nothing.
What I have come to understand is that the conflict extends beyond Dahnan versus Renan. There is an internal quarrel as well. I mean to bring about a true, lasting coexistence in Menancia. But there are more walls we must topple first.
And you don't think you can pull it off?
Well, you seem to think you can, at least.
Does that make us enemies?
Insofar as an exchange of swordplay, no, it doesn't.
Not good enough for you?
Are you really... Forgive me. I will continue to fight by your side a while longer. That much I have decided.
You don't look so good. You all right?
The floor. It keeps moving. How can you stand it? How can you even stand?
I'm not the best person to ask about discomfort. I can't feel pain, remember?
I still can't believe what happened in Niez. Even now. As a lord, my expectations for Almeidrea were already pretty low. But the way she treated human lives like they're mere playthings.
Yeah. And it wasn't as if the situation in Niez was improving much to begin with.
You mean Deadheim?
The whole reason I started fighting back was because of my anger at the atrocities of Renan rule. Back then, all I had to worry about was fighting the Renans for the sake of the Dahnans. But then I met Shion and the people of Menancia, and things became a lot more complicated. It's even messier now that we have to worry about Dahnans like Deadheim.
It used to be that the Dahnans were the ones in the right, and the Renans were the ones in the wrong. Though, maybe that was just a biased perspective from being on the side of the oppressed.
Exactly. I'll never tolerate the Renans ruling over us. But nothing ever ends up being as black and white as you'd expect it to be either. That's clear to me now.
That said, even putting aside bad apples like Deadheim for a moment, you may be able to free the Dahnan people, but that won't undo 300 years of oppression. It'll be hard for them to not give in to their resentment. I think maybe that's why I clung to our dream so hard back in Menancia.
Even if his motivations weren't pure, Dohalim has a good heart. He didn't sink to the depths Almeidrea did.
You don't understand. I'm saying that it goes deeper than that. This hierarchy we live in, it's not solely something the Renans invented. I remember a story Rinwell once told me. She said before the Renans invaded, we Dahnans had our own class system. We are the ones who divided ourselves. I saw it in Deadheim's eyes. He wanted to rule over others.
To hear Bayfon tell it, Deadheim wasn't always that way.
But as time went on, and he and the Darkwings fought the Renans, he eventually changed. I guess what I'm getting at is, if we defeat the Renans but just go back to the way things were before, was there even any point in fighting?
But that world isn't the one you want to create, right?
Maybe not. But to tell you the truth, these days I'm not so sure that dream is even possible.
You have your promise to Megal, though. Your home and the people of Menancia are depending on you.
I know. My brother. He truly believed in his dream of coexistence. And I suppose, even now, many people still do. And then, there's you.
Who, me?
You and Shion.
I'm not sure I follow.
Okay, then let me spell it out for you. How many other Renans and Dahnans do you know that get on as spectacularly as the two of you?
I don't know that I'd say spectacularly.
Well, I suppose it's really all a matter of how you look at it, isn't it?
I really don't see what you're getting.
I think I'm getting seasick again. Sorry. Can you just give me a wide berth for a few minutes?
Do you think Law is okay?
If you're worried, why don't you ask him yourself?
Yeah. I think maybe I should apologize to him too. I should apologize to all of you, really.
Us too?
Well, I was kinda lying to you all this whole time. I was blind to everything except my own revenge. I never even considered the struggles all of you might be facing.
We all have things we'd prefer to keep to ourselves, Rinwell. So what if you had something to hide? It doesn't undo the good that you've done, or the people that you've helped save along the way.
But that's not what I mean.
I know. You're talking about Almeidrea, right?
Yeah. I hate her, Alphen. I can't stop hating her. Even just thinking about her makes my head feel like it's going to explode. But it's not just her. I think about the way Law looked at me. I hated the Lord who killed my parents. And I hated the Renans I had to travel alongside. And yet, Cyslodia's Dahnans backstab each other like it's a normal way of life. And Mahag Saar has people like Deadeye. But then there are people like Law and Xion. It's all just too much. I don't know what to think anymore.
Law never said that you had to forgive Almeidrea. It's only natural you would hate your family's murderer. But
But what?
Law left home because of how much he hated his father. As a result of that, well, I think Law spent a lot of time thinking about how they never got to make things right. And if I had to guess, killing Ganabel didn't make any of those feelings go away. Law let revenge fuel him, and I think now he's afraid you'll do something you'll regret.
Afraid?
Whatever happens to Almeidrea when this is all over is up to you. I'll respect whatever choice you make. Just think it over carefully for me, okay? You still have time.
Okay. Thanks, Alphen. Say, back then, after the fight, I think I really made Xion mad. I don't know, though. Maybe it just looked that way. But I guess I just can't seem to understand how she feels. Do you know why she gets like that?
Xion's... She can be a tough nut to crack. She doesn't really talk a whole lot about herself.
It's just what she said about hate being a source of strength. Where did that come from? I wonder how it feels, not being able to hold another person's hand.
Lean much further, you'll go overboard. Keeping an eye out for Almeidrea's ship?
I'm looking at the ocean.
The ocean?
Yeah. The waves. They help me think. This world is filled with natural wonders. The icy air and white peaks of Cyslodia, the lush green glades of Menancia, the harsh wastes of Calaglia. But Menancia has its Lake of Death, and Nias its ruins. And they wouldn't be there if it weren't for that contest.
say we actually manage to put a stop to the crown contest for good. What do you think will happen between the Dahnans and the Renans then?
You first.
Well, I want to believe that the coexistence we saw in Menancia can happen elsewhere, too. It's insane for all of us to keep fighting. If Menancia can do it, so can everyone else.
Yeah, I think that would be good too. A world where everyone can get along. At least, that's what I've come to believe.
You sure have changed.
I can't lie to you. Since I was young, I've looked down on the Dahnans too. But I've seen a lot. And I see things differently now. I've seen so many ugly and terrible things in this world. And yet, they didn't come from just the Dahnans. And the good things too. They didn't come from just the Renans. Kindness and cruelty exist on both sides. A person's race doesn't factor into it. So, I guess you're right after all, Alphen. I have changed. You know, I've never actually touched another person like this.
Shionne.
Ever since I was on Lenegis, I've always been alone. Even after I came to Dahna. Always.
And now?
Do you still not remember your past?
No. Sometimes it feels like I can almost remember. But then this mask stops me.
The mask keeps you from remembering why you have the mask in the first place. It's a little ironic, isn't it?
A little. Well, it won't be long now before you're rid of those thorns, you know? Only 2 lords remain. And once you have their master course, you'll be able to create the Renis Alma, right? Then you can... Shionne?
Sorry, it's nothing. Promise. You're right, though. It'll all be over soon. I never could have made it this far on my own. I have everyone to thank for that. Including... especially you, Alphen.
Don't worry about it. We're friends, after all.
Yeah, we are.
Wonder how much longer it's going to be before we catch up to Almeidrea. I'll ask Mahadar.
Look who's up! Good timing. We're closing in on her stern as we speak.
That's the ship? She's huge. Law, go gather the others, will you? Think you'll be able to flank them without getting spotted?
Yeah, with the fog as our ally, I think I might just pull it off. Long as we ain't too noisy, we should be okay.
What'll you do if they catch on to us?
Not much I can do. Ship that size, they'll probably blow us to bits before we ready cannons.
Persistent little things. Evidently, I shouldn't have spared the wretched vermin. Hungry already, my dear? Worry not, for you shall have plenty to feast upon shortly.
Perfect. You managed to get us right up beside them.
I'll stay with the ship so we can leave as soon as you're done.
Good. Then let's find Almadria.
Shion, I want to thank you.
What brought this on?
What you said helped to calm me.
Don't mention it.
Now that's what I call a ship!
Yeah. The biggest one in all of Mahag Saar. So big that it took years to construct.
For all we know, Kelselik may well have been smuggling materials to help build it. In which case it would be yet another mistake on my part.
We don't know that she was only getting materials from Menancia.
You think it's possible that they might have come from elsewhere too? Yeah, I guess I could see it.
But what do you think Almadria plans to do from here on out, now that she's abandoned her realm and sailed out to sea?
She'll be filling her coffers with gold, most likely. Then she'll sit back and enjoy the show as the other lords duke it out. Or something to that effect, at least.
I wouldn't put it past her.
She's strong, yet shrewd, and will stoop to any low. A dangerous one indeed.
She's not the first, and she won't be the last. This is a lord we're talking about, remember?
Sounds like you've made up your mind already.
There was never anything to decide. No one who can smile like that while doing what she did deserves to roam free.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
This might not be the best time, but if you have a minute. That mask of yours, it was shattered by a blow from Balsef when you fought back in Calaglia, correct?
Yeah, thanks for the reminder. I thought it was a goner.
Balsef's brute strength was in a league all its own, yet half the mask remains. It's remarkably durable. Too durable to be Dahnan in origin.
Shion said the same thing. As if the fact I was wearing it meant there had to be more to me than met the eye.
You recalled your name when the mask broke, I hear.
Yeah, that's right. Although to tell you the truth, I'm a little scared what might happen when I lose the remaining half. Then again, the idea of not doing something because I'm afraid scares me even more. That's why I go on fighting.
Only he who first faces the night catches a glimpse of the dawn.
Come again?
It's nothing. Forget I said anything.
No choice. Bring him down! Mow him down!
Another incantation ruined.
Rising Phoenix!
I never miss!
That gun out of your hand!
Radiant here! Eagle assault! Radiant
Fall back!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah, and the pummeling to me.
Resonate with the earth!
Eternal devastation!
All yours, Kisara!
A comfortable win.
Opponent like this should be easy.
Smash you! My
You picked the wrong fight. Wide open.
You won't escape me! Tell me, have you ever considered your personal life? Can't get out of this!
Listen! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished. Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
Got it! That went well.
Are you okay? You're not too tired, are you?
Nope, I'm fine. Let's keep moving. Out of our way!
You're mine! Be still! Rising Phoenix!
Shattering the pieces!
Your reflexes will serve you well here.
Get toasty!
Bird strike!
Barely a blip on our radar.
An opponent like this should be easy.
This one's mine!
Damn! Rising Wyvern!
Come on, roll now!
You're mine!
Eagle Dawn!
Do it!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
A comfortable win.
What's this thing?
Double demon fang! New escape!
Gunslinger around here.
Talon Hurricane! Burn! Eagle Fly! I'm just getting ready and quick! I'll smash you! I'll grind you into dust!
It's almost too strong.
Be like it!
No further. Astral Arts.
That's my cue.
Shut him down.
Arch shield! I'm out of ammo. If it's in the sky, it's mine.
See what happened there as you crossed. Shouldn't
I'm
have
only
done that.
getting started. Here I go. Go!
Hey! Blow them away!
Nicely done.
Ignite!
You think that shield will save you? It's weakened!
Demons descend! Flashing bang!
Could have been worse.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out. You got spirit. Tearing through tear. Rising fear. Now you see mercy. Now you'll learn. Deny. I'll face you. Seismic rupture. Should have messed with me.
Here's the evil!
Elusive deity. Hitting pile driver. I'll face prepare to be sealed. The enemy wields our strength.
You'll soon see about that!
Burn in hell. I'm not.
Hear me! Flame of
Elusive deity. I'll face you. Tornado drive.
Here's a healing arc! First aid! Let me help!
Too fast. Stand back. I'll trip it up. Finish it. Blow them away.
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Let's see what you've got.
Not in your dream! Freeze Lancer!
Ready and raring.
Take down their defenses!
Searing Tempest! And that's my will!
it's breathing.
Take it down! Handle! Go!
Do it.
Lock!
Demons descend. Flashing bang.
Fall into the now! Zephyr Trident! Let them march on out of this!
Rising
I'll
focus.
feel impact!
I'm on it.
Now
or never. All things
Astral Energy!
Say no more!
Seems about right to me.
Gotta break through!
Can't get out of this!
Take this!
Here I come! First strike! Showdown between blade and
Here's a healing arc!
Take this!
First aid! Here, let me help.
Now I'm real mad! Snap! I really owe you. I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Eat this! Leave the target to me!
I suppose I should thank you.
Far enough! Glimmer Dragon!
Tornado! Radiant here! Radiant here! Take one!
I'm on it!
Take the other! I'll be saving this one! Test it! I need it all day! Zephyr Trident! Take it! First blood! It's over!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
never seen anything like it.
It's an authentication key. They're quite common.
Maybe where you're from, but this is new to me.
It might go in an elevator somewhere. We should test it out.
Get in, get out! Take this!
Quiver blast! I never miss! It's a duel of the arts! Zephyr, ready!
Here I go! It got fired!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
Burn! All yours!
Fields are too.
You'll soon see about that! Here I come!
Rising Wyvern!
Zephyr, I'm ready! Do it! Alphen! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! Demon Fang!
Now!
Double Demon Fang! Swallow
Toxicity!
dance!
Got
Do it! Demon
I'm
Fang!
Alphen! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
Out of our way! Will this help? Here, let me help. They really don't give up, do they?
This is my fault.
Not today!
Take it! Go! I'm only getting... started.
Be still! Finish it!
Noeline! This one's got your name on it!
Action to action!
Take it! No, my... Zephyr Trident! Round and turn! Ready to go! Radiant forward up! Here! Begin! Take again! Now! Got Take it! And again!
This one's mine!
It's up here! Let me help! First aid!
With the earth! Stalagmite!
Take it! Here's the help with it! Rising! Round and take it! Go! Meteor!
Stalagmite!
This one's
Alpha!
And I'm ready! Going in!
Dragon Swarm!
Back into the tiger blade! I never miss! I've taken too many...
Shine! Radiant light!
This is some punishment.
You'll pay for that! Burn in hell!
Benediction light.
Heal!
Their arts were interrupted! Not with this! Radiant light! I'll bring you back from death to this!
Don't get carried away! Benediction
Demon
light.
Fang!
I've used too much. Allow me to help.
Eternal Domination!
Go! I'm off! Shield and
Swallow Blade!
will this help?
Resonate with the earth.
Going in!
Tornado drive.
Healing circle!
You picked the wrong fight!
Benediction light.
Glacial spear! Pierce evil! Conflict here!
Dragon Swarm! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Now we'll
Rising Wyvern!
no further.
Soaring Light Spear!
Benediction light.
Far enough! Radiant here! Pierce
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop!
Burn in hell!
Finish it!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
See what you've got.
Here I come! It's over!
Now you see what I can do!
I never miss!
Win!
I'll blind you with a shot.
Here!
You're on!
Begin. Does it hurt? I'll blind you with a shot. Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah! And come to me!
Rising Wyvern!
Begin!
You picked the wrong fight!
Here goes! Glacial Spear! Here's the evil!
How's this? Sword Rain Alpha!
Do it!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone! Radiant here!
Now or never.
I'm out of ammo!
In a bind?
Sword Rain Alpha!
Negative gate. Onward and upward.
These don't seem like your run-of-the-mill Zeugles the Renans usually keep around.
Indeed. I believe it's safe to assume these were used in her experiments.
Although they certainly don't look as twisted as her.
Even here.
Let's see what you've got.
For my lord!
There you are!
Flaming Shock!
Here's the evil!
That makes
Like
it
the outside! The rebel!
Line free!
Naxion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Astral Point!
That's my spear! This one's mine!
Shut him down! We're not finished!
Shouldn't mess with me!
Stop!
Aqueous air! Let me help! First aid!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! I can carve through walls!
Radiant here! Radiant now!
I'm ready! I'm on it! Talon
More for the stockpile! Magic is in!
Ignite!
Never tried it! Maybe this one!
Take
Where
this!
that came from!
Can't get out of this!
Back into the fray! This one's mine! Eat this! Where are you going? Lightning!
Now I have the word!
Malevolent!
Negative
Arcane
gate!
waterfall! Freeze!
I'll blind you with a shot! Stupid deity! Hitting wildlife! All mine!
Take it, shattering! Pieces!
Attack time! Lightning condemned! Not on my watch!
Negative gate!
Light Burst Force!
Radiant Genesis! This is...
I remember seeing instruments just like this back in Estaluva Forest.
It looks and smells like some kind of medicine.
Whatever this place was used for, I doubt it was anything of repute.
Hey! Poodle's quivering! I think we're about to be real lucky! Do you sense one of your friends, Noodle?
A barrier. That may indicate Almadria is near.
What is that huge flower-looking thing up there? Is that the ship's engine?
Indubitably. As one might expect, large ships require large engines in order to sail.
And if we destroyed it?
We might well sink the ship. Who knows if we would be able to escape before that happens.
Almadria sure has been busy since the contest began.
This isn't Almadria's doing.
You mean she didn't build this?
The body, yes. However, my guess is that the engine comes from a starship.
A starship? As in one of those vessels used to go to and from Lenegis?
Correct. The technology employed on Lenegis and in starships is more advanced than anything in our daily lives. Almadria may be resourceful, but she could never produce an engine like this on her own.
You mean to tell me we've got even bigger enemies waiting for us up in the sky? Ugh, my head hurts just thinking about it.
Don't worry about that for now. Just focus on taking care of Almadria.
Bring him down! Ready to go! Forward up! Sonic Thrust! Double Demon Smash! I'm going in! Now you'll learn! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! A wall to shield from calamity! You're done! See what happened there as you crossed me? Outfit! In an instant! Impact Block!
Small, but a victory.
stand a bind.
Here goes! Zephyr Tornado!
Freaks!
What could be good?
Split it open!
First aid! Ridwell, astral energy! Full throttle! Now, there you are! It's over! Searing tempest!
We're not dead!
Glacial spear! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Glacial spear! Here's evil!
Talon Hurricane!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright, shiny mood.
I won't forgive you!
I'll smash you! My shield! Being interrupted.
Far enough! Healing You'll soon see about that!
Too fast! Stand back. You see what happened there as you crossed me. Shouldn't have done that. In a bind.
Here I go!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Watch this! Now you see what I can do!
And again!
Eat this!
Zephyr Trident!
You picked the wrong fight! Eagle assault! Rending you apart! Resonate with the
Zephyr
earth!
Trident!
Swallow dance!
Sighted!
One more! Leave the place!
You're mine! Let the marks handle this! One more!
Negative gate!
Radiant Pierce! Zephyr Trident!
In a bind?
Here, let me have it!
Anything over is all mine!
It's over! Do it!
Hey! Blow them away!
Healing arts take their toll on the user, you know.
Oh, right. Want a rest?
Let's dispose of this trash.
You picked the wrong fight!
Radiant
Outfit! In an instant! Impact block!
Now! Got you!
Rising water!
Go! It's a Radiant Pierce!
Rending you apart! Double demon!
Radiant
Deny! To me! One more! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! Seems about right to me. You're saying we should check the...
Let's see what you got.
Where are you going? Not on my watch! Radiant
Armor won't save you!
Here!
Is it too late to talk over our differences?
It's weakened!
This ends now!
Radiant Light! Pierce! Radiant Pierce! I'm out! Radiant Light! Watch him!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Dragon watch this!
Radiant Pierce!
Pain.
Dragon Kill!
Can't get out of bed!
Be still!
Radiant
This
Pierce!
one's all mine!
Here's a healing arc!
I'll grind you into death!
How much longer will our healing arts last?
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out! Engaging! Denied!
Demon Fang!
Watch this!
Double Demon Fang!
Eat this! Pull back! Shield from gravity! Take Now you see what I can do!
Mission!
Being interrupted!
Where are you going?
Do it! Negative gate!
Long, get toasty!
Bird strike!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Ignite!
So much for talking about armor won't save you!
No further!
This have got your name on them!
Take this!
Now I'm in the groove!
That's my cue!
Shut him down!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Going in!
I'll tear you apart! Flaming meteor! Talon hurricane! To an end! I'll tear you apart!
Here's a healing arc! First aid!
Eat this!
Here, let me help.
First aid! Not on my watch!
In here, discharge.
First aid!
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare the Molotov.
Let the marksman
through.
handle it.
Good shot.
Here's a healing arc!
Will this help? Good shot.
Prepare to be sealed!
I owe you back.
Demon Prey!
Appreciate the help.
You picked the wrong fight! You won't make a fool of me! No further! This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield. See what happened there as you get behind me.
Shouldn't have done that! I'll leave it to you!
I'll tear you apart! Here's a healing arc!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
I'm on a roll. Now.
Here, let me help!
Denied!
First aid!
Their arcs were interrupted.
Ready and go! I can carve through! Dragon form! Ignite!
Annihilation! Hear me! Flame of fury! Alright, that does it!
I'll tear you apart!
Let me help! This one's mine!
Rolling snap! Can't get out of this! I'm just getting started! Dragon core!
Ready to go!
Dragon flaming meteor! Roll now! I'll rip it from
This one's mine.
First strike! You're done! First strike! You're done!
Take a dead!
All for death!
Ready!
Far enough!
Take it!
That's what I get for shooting too high.
Come on.
One's mine! Now, let's freely!
Take it down!
I owe you one.
Broken! Blows cut! I can't heal you forever! Think again! You're open! One more!
Burn in hell!
Lightning orb! Frozen!
Hammer.
Primed and ready! Zephyr Predator! Arcane Waterfall! In here! I'll be saving
This one's mine. You made me angry. That was a bad idea.
now! Kisara! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble. I've been doing really great lately.
She sure spared no expense on her castle.
This must be...
The captain's quarters. The presence of the spirit vessel and the sheer extravagance on display can leave no doubt.
There's no one here.
Yeah, but I doubt she's out for a moonlight stroll. You think she jumped ship and ran away again?
I doubt it. The conniving witch is probably up to something.
Agreed. In any case, as long as she hasn't suddenly sprouted wings, she has to be somewhere on the ship. Let's keep looking. way this key's been placed. It's like she's daring us to come find her.
Yeah, like it's all some damn game to her.
What's wrong, sweetie? Is something scaring you?
Maybe he just doesn't like being in her room.
I think there's more to it than that. What could it be?
I can read your moves like a... Bring him down! This one's mine! Now you see what I can do!
Arch shield! How's this?
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malisa!
Kisara! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Could have been worse.
Finally, some open space again. You can never be too prepared. But did we have to spend so much?
All done. Come and eat.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
It'll be a breeze. Get in. Engaging! Rising Phoenix! To march on! Lionheart! Winter Dragon! Release!
Confiscated!
Hurricane! Burn! A wall of shield from calamity. No escape! It's time. I'm ready! In an instant! Impact Cross! Benediction Light.
Sided!
In a bind? Swallow Dance! Dragon Swarm!
Lunar corruption!
Looks like we got them all.
It's on! For my lord! Dragon Swarm!
Watch for the ranged attack.
I can carve through fire support!
Healing circle! Here's a healing arc!
Going in.
First aid!
Dragon Sword! Try this! Eagle's Eye! Now sword!
Its armor's too strong.
Split it open!
Be my guest.
Hear me! Here goes!
It's over!
Hear my call!
On guard! Hurricane! Mess with me! Ignite!
Here's a healing arc!
I'm on it!
First aid!
I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life! I'm practicing. We unstoppable.
Is this the ship's cargo? What a pain. I can't see anything past all this stuff.
Be on your guard. For all we know, there could be something hiding around here.
Smash you!
This one's mine!
My shield?
Time to play!
Take this! Dragon
Its armor's too strong.
Split it open!
Be my guest.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Lunar corruption!
This one's mine. Ready to go.
Let me help! First
Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix Cyclone!
Here I go!
Devastation!
Dragon Fire! Arc Field!
I'll be the here and now!
Take that!
Now I'm in the
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Looks like some solid equipment.
Trash. Go ahead. Now you see what I can do. I'll shoot them out of the sky. Go for the weak point. You're mine.
Take this! Can't get out of this!
You're mine. Zephyr, this one's mine. Where are you going? I'm just getting started. Zephyr, Trident!
You picked the wrong fight!
What's this?
Shattering pieces! Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down.
These fists have got your name on them!
I can handle it. Zephyr, far enough.
An astral arts?
That's my cue. Here I go. One more.
Shut him down.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! First strike! Talon hurricane!
Zephyr, Trident! Ready! Here I go. Zephyr, Trident! Primed and ready.
Rising
Ready! Super again. Zephyr, Trident! You're mine. Here, let me help. First aid! Zephyr, Trident! One more. You're done. Elfin! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! This should make for some good weapon crafting material. Did that get rid of the barrier?
We'll just have to go back and check.
If Almadria's not in her own room, just where the hell is she?
It's possible she may be on the bridge, but I would guess that she's waiting for us elsewhere on the ship.
Which means she's most likely chosen a place where she'll have the advantage in a fight.
Be careful, guys. I came from an entire family of Dahnan mages, and that woman murdered all of them. All on her own. I hate to say it, but she's an incredibly powerful astral artist.
We already know she specializes in controlling wind astral energy. But on top of that, she might try to sick that monster on us again, too.
Right. To that woman, life itself is just a toy for her to play with. Let's make sure we put an end to it. Well, we've only one last place to look. Straight ahead.
Almeidrea.
There she is! Almeidrea!
But all alone? Watch yourselves. She's probably planning something.
I was getting rather tired of waiting around. Oh my, and I see you came along as well, Dahnan Witch.
Almeidrea.
What's this? I thought you couldn't stand the sight of me. Go on, little one. Show me the full force of that hatred of yours. Otherwise, run and hide like the rat you are.
That's enough! How can you smile while causing pain to so many others?
That is the way of those who possess great power. The very way we Renans live. Those with power set the example, and those without are forced to obey. Though you two seem to have forgotten that's the way these things work.
And you really think that justifies your actions? You turned all those people into a hollowed sea!
What foolishness. It's only natural that the fate of a slave differ from that of its owner. Very well, I admit I did fan the flames just a tad back in Mies. But it wouldn't have mattered in the slightest if there hadn't been a spark to ignite. Without it, my actions would have been fruitless. Ultimately, it was their very own burning hatred that laid them to waste. To say it was all my fault is simply laying blame at the wrong feet.
No one's perfect. We all have darkness in our hearts. But the atrocities that you've committed, they're unthinkable! Your heart is nothing but darkness!
What a fool! To think time and time again you would challenge Renan authority without so much as an inkling of how things actually work. Such ignorance is why your kind has been enslaved for 300 years.
Almeidrea.
Well, if it isn't Lord Dohalim.
These people are my allies and friends. I won't let you insult them so.
My, what a shock. I never would have expected you to claim mere slaves as your companions. If I didn't know any better, I would question your noble lineage. Oh, how far the mighty have fallen. A traitor such as yourself hardly deserves to be called a lord.
You are nothing compared to Dohalim.
Rinwell.
He would never stand by and laugh. His people hollowed!
Ha! What does it matter? You're descended from those who allowed the power and knowledge entrusted to them to wither away. Your pitiful family may have feared it, but I do not. That knowledge and power is all mine to command. And now, you will witness what that power's truly capable of! Nesmold! Enjoy your meal! sad eyes, child. Let me reunite you with your parents.
Shut up! I'm gonna take you down if it's the very last thing I do!
That's right. Loathe me. Every step brings you closer to being me!
You're wrong! You're wrong! I'm nothing like you! Hey! Think again! You're open! Where are you going? Think again! Pathetic! Here, let me help! Not on my watch! Far enough! Here's a healing! Here, let me help! Here's a healing art! First aid! Zephyr Trident! Here, let me help! Gut! Sight! Here, let me help! First aid! Radiant Pierce! Here, let me help! First aid! I'm ready! Zephyr Trident! There! Go! Sighted!
No further! This one's mine!
I never missed! Here's a healing art! First aid! Here's a healing art! Think again! Here, let me help! Think again! Now! Here's a healing art! First aid! Zephyr Trident!
Air pressure!
One more! I'm only getting...
You're mine!
Glacial Spear! Here's evil!
Grant me the strength to march on! Burn in hell! Lion!
Here goes!
Tornado drive!
It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire!
You're mine!
Here's a healing art! First aid! Radiant light!
What's she doing now?
She's infusing her beast with more power.
Get ready! First aid! Here, let me help! First aid! Here's a healing art! First aid! Here, let me help! First aid! Here, let me help! First aid! Not on my watch! Going in! This one's the deity! Radiant! Zephyr Trident! There! My natural defenses are fading. I'm a sitting duck!
Retreat from this battle.
Retreat? I would never. Here, let me help. First aid! Art sealed!
Ignite!
Here, let me help. Can't be happening. Here's a healing art. First aid! Here, let me help. First aid! Here's a healing art. First aid! First aid! Here, let me help. First aid! Here's a healing art. First aid! Here, let me help. First aid! A new lease on
on life. Zephyr Trident! And again! You're mine! One more!
Here we go again.
Here's a healing art! First aid! Here, let me help. First aid!
In a bind.
Zephyr Trident! Where are you going? Confiscated!
Armor won't save you.
Zephyr Trident! Zephyr Trident!
You picked the wrong one.
Here, let me help.
Nothing gets by me!
Radiant Light. Pulse of regeneration. Stay away.
Here.
Regenerate.
First aid! Here, let me help. First aid!
Take this. Do it.
Alpin, astral energy!
Say no more!
Here's a healing art! First,
Now you see what I can do.
hang that! Photon blast! Lightning condense!
This one's mine! They're attacking separately!
I can't land a hit on her.
Keep an eye on her, and take out the monster first.
Here, let me help.
She's no stranger to astral arts.
I can take care of that.
Yeah. Take it away.
Confiscate!
Demon Plague.
I can't move. Here, let me help. First aid! Here's a healing art!
I'm returned!
Far enough! Here's a...
Take
You
this.
will suffer! Think again! Now!
Armor won't save you.
Lightning orb!
Behold!
And again!
Looks bad.
It's about you, people!
I can't get out of this.
Zephyr Trident! That one's mine! I never miss! I'll never forgive you!
What?
I'll take you down! You don't scare me!
Go for it, Rinwell!
Hit her now! Zephyr Trident! Sear and Advance Goodwill! Flare Tornado!
Shattering
Lightning Orb!
pieces. Attack time.
I can handle it! Far enough!
There! Here's a healing art! First aid! Here's a healing art! Here's a healing art! First aid! Here's a healing... I was
Can't get out
overconfident.
of this.
A new lease on life. Here's a healing art. First aid. Here's a healing art. Confiscated.
Shattering pieces.
Here, let me help. First aid. Here's a healing art.
I can handle it! Far enough!
Here's a healing art. First aid. If it's in the sky, it's mine. Aqueous impact. You will suffer. Here, let me help. First aid. I never miss. Sighted. Help this.
Behold!
Power.
Not while I'm around, she isn't. One more!
This one's mine!
Here I go! And again!
The winds of judgment blow your way! Fall before impending calamity! Chaotic disaster!
So that's the trick up her sleeve.
Your astral arms aren't so special. And now, they're mine!
Will get up right here!
Rest for the wicked.
I can't heal you forever! Zephyr Trident!
Elusive deity!
Zephyr Trident!
The winds of judgment blow your way! Fall before impending calamity! Chaotic disaster! You will!
The lease on life! Zephyr Trident! Primed and ready! Where are you going? Zephyr Trident!
Far enough!
Not on my watch! Take it! One more!
The winds of judgment blow your way! Fall before impending calamity! Chaotic disaster!
Ready to go! Zephyr Trident! Here's a healing art!
will!
Here, let me help! First aid! Here's a healing art! First aid! Here, let me help! Zephyr Trident! Seal! Zephyr Trident! I'll end you! Astral energy! Full throttle! You murdered my mother and father. But I'm not like you.
Rinwell.
Even now, I hate you. But here I am, unable to let go. Honestly, even if I took my hatred out on you here and now, it wouldn't make me feel any better in the long run. I realize that now. So, I won't kill you. I'll take you in and make damn sure justice is served the right way.
You would dare mock me with your foolish, useless pity? A Dahnan, nothing more than a mere slave. I won't allow you to...
It's not about what you think. Or being Dahnan or Renan. Because you'll atone for the crimes you committed. And that's all.
It's that swordsman again.
Lord Volron, what brings you here? No, forgive me. I've forgotten myself. Please allow me to make it up to you, my lord.
Silence now, wretched snake. Does it hurt? It should. That pain is proof you're still alive. Enjoy it.
Volron. Years ago, the Lord of Ganeth Haros met a sudden death. His successor was a man by that very name, Volron.
And like a restless lover, I've come back for more.
Stop right there!
Think you can cut me down? What?
Wait, what just happened to him? Alvin! Say something! Let go of me! Let me go!
Gianna!
Alvin! Alvin!
Come and find me, if you truly are the Sovereign. After all this time, I'll be free from this hell. I can finally go home. I doubt I'll ever see this place again. Might as well walk the block once more for old time's sake. As usual, nobody wants to explain anything to me. They just threaten and harass me instead. What does everyone think I am? Some sort of talking pet? I just wanted to go back. To Dana. To my home.
Alphen.
Leori.
Alphen. Live for me.
No. Leori. No! Wait, please. Wait, What was that? That... How long ago was that? That's right. Shion. Oh, right. That's what pain felt like. So much for it all being a bad dream. Where am I? Where is everyone? I need to find them. Better start looking.